Yo, what's going on? So I'm just out and about, enjoying the afternoon, and just in my thoughts. I've just come out off grid, just out in Noosa, and I like coming out off grid because it allows me to get in touch with my roots. You know, there's a calling, there's an intuition to get out here. You get out here and you experience what it does for you, and it really benefits you, you know, on so many levels, man, mentally, physically, spiritually. If you learn the science about grounding, replacing positive and negative ions, you start to understand how it affects your aura, your electromagnetic field that we all generate as humans. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing to get back in touch with nature and allow it to recalibrate you, you know. So yeah, I was just out and about in this field over here, and I was just called to go out and step in that field, you know, so I did. And so when I got out there, I just instantly started thinking deeply and started thinking about, you know, self-destructive cycles, how it's really hard to break from them, why we continue to get stuck in the feedback loop. And it can be quite perplexing, you know, for years it can perplex someone until you reach that point of revelation enough times, because, you know, we can often forget the revelations we have quite easily, depending what's going on, what other circumstances are present in our lives. And so, sorry, this camera mount's weighing my arm down a bit. And so, after the point where you've, you know, had the revelations enough times, you start to solidify understandings, you know, of cause and effect, why things are the way they are. And yeah, I was just standing out in that field there, and I think I had that moment finally where I've come to terms with the reason why I continue to revert back to, you know, less evolved states of existence. And I feel like it all boils down to being unaware, not being able to consider and contemplate and experience the mindset and the emotional state of the opposite side. So when you go from being in one state to another, you generally don't have the capacity to feel or think the way that you used to. If you do, then, well, maybe I'm speaking just purely subjectively, and I don't particularly know that I'm actually accurate about that on an objective level. But from my own personal experience and knowing that human beings are, you know, there is an objective element of truth to the existence of all humans, I would make the assumption that a lot of people go through this, where, you know, say for example, you've just come out of some form of a drug-induced psychosis, or you've been stuck in a really bad state of mind for whatever set of circumstances, whatever set of reasons, and then you find yourself in a much greater state of mind, a stronger state of mind, where you're thinking and feeling differently, more positively, and you don't want to have room for the negativity. Not only do you not have the room for it, but you actively seek not to possess said feelings and thoughts. And so there's a critical element that needs to be factored into the equation and implemented in our lives, where, you know, we actually need to be somewhat mindful. We need to reserve room for the notions of how things were for us, in order for us to understand what we don't want to go back to. because it's a really dangerous, you know, state of mind when you're not considering what you're even doing, why you're even doing what you're doing. A lot of people just want to grow, myself included. Often I don't find myself being conscious of my why, you know, my reasons why I'm trying to escape from the pain and the suffering. And therein lies the issue, you know. So really, I just wanted to express that download I had, because maybe if I post it to social media, I put it out there for myself to look back on, you know, I give myself some accountability and credibility about sharing the things that I believe in and understand, and putting them out there for the public to see, and making it known that that's what I, you know, how I see life and how I feel about things. In doing so, then I'll hold myself accountable to adhere to said philosophy or ideology. So yeah, I'm sort of doing myself a service as well as others, but I don't know which comes first, man. I feel like we're all one and the same, you know. I try to look at humankind as one organism, just like you know, just like a plant has a cellular structure, so the universe or reality, well, let's just say the third dimension has its own system and makeup and structure. So I'm getting carried away here, but I guess I like to philosophize and let things go from one step to the next. But yeah, just wanted to share a download that I received. So thanks for listening. I hope I helped you.